This is Lawtina Life.
Dropping out. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do law school. Yeah. I'm so done.
Puro 956 right here.
I don't know who you think you are. You know,
It makes me aggressive. You want to see aggressive?
It makes me want to be.
Give me that. Like literally, give me that. Joking, but I'm not.
Good. The fact that you don't like me as much as I do is weird.
That's odd.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Lawtina Live. I have a very special guest. This is Samantha. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Samantha Olivares. I just finished my first year in law school at Southern University in Louisiana.
How cool. A lot of people transfer from Southern or have transferred from Southern to our school. Mm-hmm. So I hear a little bit about it. I do want to talk about like your experience so I can see if it's any different than mine.
Okay.
To compare. But yeah, so you're in Houston right now.
Yes.
What are you doing in Houston?
So I'm originally from Austin, Texas, but got to school in Louisiana, and I actually got an internship out here in Houston for the summertime. Yeah.
Oh, your internship is with Emily. Emily was like a few episodes ago. Love you, Emily. I'm sure she's gonna watch this. But yeah. So how did you what kind of internship is it?
I work for a personal injury law firm.
Okay. And for people who don't know what personal injury is, I think most people do, but personal injury is like when you get into a car accident or you get hurt on like the job, things like that. But yeah, that's
right.
So cool.
We do a lot of workers' comp also.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually used to work in personal injury, but
did you like it?
I loved it. I loved personal injury, but I don't know. I think it's a lot of litigation. Maybe for the bigger firms, it's a lot of litigation. For the smaller firms, it's just a lot of paperwork.
Right. We do a lot of paperwork. There's 4 interns right now.
Okay.
We're at a smaller firm. There's about 15 of us total. That's including the paralegals, legal assistant, and the attorneys. Yes. Wow. There's 4 attorneys there.
Oh, that's actually it's small, but it's not like really small.
Right.
It's a lot of attorneys.
But we have a lot of cases and it is a lot of paperwork, but I'm learning so much here at this law firm. I bet. So blessed to be working with them. They're great. Badia and Rodriguez.
Oh, shout out to them.
They're great.
Yeah, I'll put their their Instagram and stuff here, but that's so cool. I actually we were just talking about this like off the podcast, but I took like a non-traditional route. Like I don't know what traditional would be, but so I work from home through Shoutout. She was another guest on my podcast. She's an attorney. She does family law, she does PI, and she does criminal defense. She does a little bit of everything.
She does it all. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and she actually helped me get my bar license, the baby bar, the temporary card.
Yes.
So she's like taking me with her to court. So it's really cool. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
And so you work for her right now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so she's in Corpus actually. So
that's
whenever
cool.
whenever we have hearings or anything, I'll just travel down and we'll do it in person.
And you're from Corpus?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Corpus. That's my hometown, the Raza.
Nice. I went to school in Kingsville.
What?
Yes.
How did I know? Do I know this?
I don't know. I told Emily that because I saw your number and it said at 361, and that's Corpus Christi or Kingsville area. But I went to undergrad at Tim.
How cool!
Yes.
You moved to Houston just for your internship?
Yes.
So how was that? Because you said you're from I don't know. How is it in Louisiana? Is it like suburbies or like city?
No, yeah. So I'm in Baton Rouge. It's a pretty big city.
Okay.
It's pretty big. Okay. It's not as developed as Houston is, of course.
Houston's like all freeway, highway.
It's great for right now, but I don't plan on practicing in Louisiana. Okay. So I'm in a common law track at Southern, and I'm coming back to Texas. I want to be here in Houston specifically.
Really?
Yeah, I love Houston.
Yay! Yes. I'll be here more than likely after law school. I'll probably practice here for maybe ever. But
yeah, I love Houston.
That's so
really grown on me.
Yay.
The driving.
Now I have a friend forever.
Yeah, honestly, and the driving's okay. I'm getting a lot better. I'm a scared driver, so I don't really thrive out here. Yeah, but I've been building my confidence.
So about that, so when I moved to Houston, I right before orientation week. So maybe actually the SOL date's coming up. So 2 years ago now, I got into a really bad car accident. Yeah,
on the highway.
Yeah, here, actually orientation week. I think it was the Monday or Tuesday.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I got into a bad car accident. They like hit me, and I was like exiting on the ramp. They hit me and like sent me into the side rail, and my car like jumped up on top of it. It was insane.
Oh my goodness. Wait, so were you in Houston, or were you just coming from Corpus?
And you moved to Houston? So ever since then I've been way more cautious of a driver, because I don't know, I guess I was like, I can do this.
Oh my gosh.
Just like driving, and then I was like, oh, y'all are for real.
Yeah,
y'all are not joking.
No, they're aggressive down here. I'm glad you're okay. Oh my gosh, that's scary.
I am too, but oh my god. So I learned my lesson about Houston drivers. Like, love you, Houston. I'm a Houston driver now, because like when I go back to Corpus, I don't know if you'll feel it when you go back. I don't know how the driving is in Baton Rouge, but it's like
slower for sure. It's not as
you'll feel the difference.
I do believe if you can drive in Houston, you can drive in a lot. Of places.
The only other place I think that is more intense is LA.
Okay, I've never driven in LA, nor do I plan.
From
on
what
driving.
I hear,
right?
Yeah, I've never driven in LA, but from what I hear, it's like intense. But I don't know. I've never been to driving in LA.
But Houston will definitely prepare you.
Yeah, whip you into shape. Yeah. So when I first moved to Houston, I hated it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie. I hated it. I was like, it's too big. Probably because I was like traumatized from the car accident, and just like a lot of change. Law school had just started.
Coming from Corpus. Did you go to undergrad in Corpus?
Oh no, I went to undergrad in San Antonio.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was coming from San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio was nothing to compared to Houston, and so I hated it. But then it grew on me. Like it just has so much life to it. You know, there's like, I feel like I can like stretch my legs and my arms. In Corpus, I love it there, but I feel like I'm like this, like the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And especially then going to San Antonio, I feel you were taking baby steps into moving into Houston.
That's what I thought
really
too.
Great.
That's what I feel too. And it wasn't too much. It wasn't too much.
But Houston definitely had to grow on me. I would come a lot over here. I visit a lot in Houston whenever I lived in Austin, and I really did not like it at first. But after a couple of times, it has so much to give.
It has so much to give. So many coffee shops. I love coffee.
I know.
You love coffee?
Yes, I love coffee.
I like trying coffee shops. So many coffee shops. So many like bookstores. So many music stores. Just all kinds of little things.
That's cool. The food out here is great.
Insane.
Yeah.
I will say though, this is a hot take. Mexican food here isn't the same.
I don't think I've eaten too much Mexican food.
Yeah.
Authentic or Tex-Mex?
Authentic.
Okay, where have you eaten?
Like, I'm saying it's not the same here. Like,
is it better or is it
worse?
Oh, compared to Corpus Christi,
yeah,
for
or like San Antonio.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I agree with that 1,000%.
So you are into what is it called, powerlifting?
No.
What is it?
No, not powerlifting.
What is it?
No, that's a huge stretch.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I like see how ill-informed I am.
No,
I'm like, so you're a show woman?
I don't want to spread false news. I don't want to spread false information.
Some like powerlifter's gonna sue
but
you.
I do like to lift weights.
Okay, got it. Okay. There's a difference.
Yes.
I'm like, noted. I'm being so disrespectful because like I know like my really good friend, her name is Brenda. She actually is like a powerlifter. Like,
okay.
She does that. And so I'm like, oh my bad.
No, yeah, respect.
Yeah,
for
respect
sure.
on that.
Not
so
me.
You like to lift weights.
Well, yeah. So before law school, actually, I was really into working out, lifting weights. But my first year in law school, I really didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
So I would say I started working out after COVID, so maybe around 2021. That's when I really started to work out, and it wasn't my favorite thing to do at first. But I do believe, if that's also not your favorite thing, I do believe the first part is building that consistency and having these realistic goals. I was going maybe 4 times a week just because I wanted to feel better about myself and the way I looked. And so that's why I started getting into weights and working out. And then I did really just start to fall in love with the process, and I saw the way my body was transforming. Yeah. And I really liked the way I look and the way I felt after. Yeah. And so I tend to be an emotional person also, and working out does help me feel a lot better. Like
it relieves a lot of that like emotional tension maybe.
And I think this whole year, the first year of law school was hard. It's life-changing. It's something that you're really not used to. Yeah. I do believe working out would have made the process a little bit easier. Yeah. But I just didn't have the time to do it at all. Yeah. And so now that I'm out here in the summertime, I thought that I was going to be working out a lot more because I would have the time, but I lost a lot of that consistency. And so I've actually just been running a lot. Oh, cool. Outside. Because I spend so much time inside at school. And I don't think that's really healthy for anybody. Yeah. So I've been forcing myself to be outside, go running, and to form that.
I'm scared to be outside in the heat.
I love the heat.
Really?
For running, yes. So my mom is a runner.
Oh, and cool.
Growing
Shout
up,
out to your mom.
I know.
Hopefully she watched this.
She's 61 and still running.
I know.
Running the lake 3-4 miles straight.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just running
She just runs.
Yeah, she's great.
She's running.
She's pretty in shape. And so as a kid growing up, she's always ran. I would always run with her. So I feel like that's a part of me, and it makes me feel a lot better. I'm slow though. I'm not really like.
You just like to run. It's not like I run for real.
Like,
no. Yeah. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna outrun everybody.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm pretty slow, but
yeah,
it does make me feel a lot better being outside now.
See, that was one of my goals for the summer, but I got chicken because like I don't do well with the heat. Like I just have like I get like so overwhelmed. I get turned so red.
I get red too.
Yeah, I just can't.
I just accept it though.
Yeah, you're just. Like,
I look
whatever.
like a lobster at the end of the run, and it's fine.
You're like whatever.
I feel great. It's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I really want to get into it, but I will say that I like thrive in the fall. All time I'm
a
like
winter girly too.
I love it. So I will definitely get into like running outdoors in the fall because like when it's cold and I like to be outside and just like like I feel like how you are with the heat is that time with the cold. Like for me, like my nose being like super cold, I'm like, oh, I love it. I want to be out here for longer.
Right. And I don't like the summertime. I just like running in the summer. I cannot run in the winter time, but winter is my favorite season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like being hot only if I'm running. I know that's.
No, that makes
I'm all
sense.
over the place.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense because it's like a whole vibe.
Right.
It's a whole thing.
I'm a winter girly for sure. I can't run in the winter though.
Really?
No.
I'd rather be outside in the winter.
I can't.
Like doing things. Like for me, everyone always is like, so what are you doing? Because in the winter, I don't dress for the winter. Like unless it's like stupid cold, but it never gets stupid cold here ever. And so I'm like, it's cold. Like I should be wearing a jacket. I should be wearing something heavy, but I don't necessarily need it. So I'll still wear like dresses and skirts and like just keep something like strappy or something because like for me I can wear it and not be sweaty and gross. You know what I mean? So it's so much better wearing it. It's
especially walking to class.
Yes.
I don't want it to show up drenched and with all these layers. I can't do that. No, I can't. Yeah, I love the winter. But are you in or do you know about the women-in-law Facebook group? I do not.
Okay, so there's a women-in-law Facebook group, and so I asked in there for incoming 1Ls, I think, or incoming 1Ls if they had any like questions or anything, and so I wanted to go through them.
Okay, cool.
And we can answer them. I just have to.
I'm all for giving back because I feel it was a bit of a struggle for me to find. I didn't know anyone who was in law school. Yeah, my family doesn't really know a lot of attorneys. Yes.
Okay.
And so I felt finding that support was just a little difficult, and so I'm all for giving back. Yes. And whoever has any questions about this process or anything, that's all I want to do is give back.
And so if anybody wants to get in touch and
I'm all for not necessarily being a mentor, but I'm an emotional person, so I'm all for having an open mind, open ears, and being there for someone who's going through this process. So, especially
I asked in Ladies in Law and I said, hey y'all, what is some questions incoming 1Ls have? I'm going to be answering them on a podcast. Ooh, I'm so excited. Yeah. So the first one is, this is also so silly, but which bag should I take for a university as a commuter? Do I need a cute tote or go for an industrial backpack kind of thing? Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. Yeah. I feel it's to each their own.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of students who do have purses.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Tiny little Louis.
Yes, sometimes. Which is cute. Yeah. But me personally, I have a backpack.
Yeah, me too.
And I got it from Amazon. I think it's super cute. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. But it's because I like to carry my books. I like to carry a lot of my supplies in there. Yeah. And then I don't know. I carry like 8 water bottles in my
bag. You like to drink water.
My friends always make fun of me because I just have. Oh my gosh, my backpack is so heavy.
And like, they look, you have a river.
No, you have 8 water bottles in here.
You have a whole bathtub in there, girl.
Because we don't have a water fountain at my school.
Oh, that makes sense, though.
Or a filtered water station. So I have to carry all these water bottles.
That makes sense. Because I can't survive without water.
I like having a backpack. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I agree that to each their own. But here's something to think about. Like, not only like what you like to bring, but for me, I like to bring snacks. I like to always have food. And so I like to put my lunch bag in my backpack so I don't have to carry everything separate. I would bring I had a toiletries bag of like deodorant and like feminine perfume. Yeah, like feminine
I have a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah, like in its own bag, and that was kind of big. I personally didn't like books. I liked it on PDF, like on my iPad, so it was a little different. But like, I don't know. For me, especially if you're a commuter, like you have to make one trip, and you better bring everything with you, unless you want to Uber Eats something.
Right.
So I would suggest a backpack. you might find that a purse would be okay. It's just like carrying everything on a purse. Like imagine yourself running late and having to like get to class right away. Your like purse is like falling, your straps are falling. I would be like pissed.
And have the backpack set up the night before.
Yes.
So even if you're running late, you wake up late, everything's already packed.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that every single night.
That's great advice.
Yes. Yeah. Every single night, everything's packed.
My day will be ruined if I'm like missing a pencil.
And I have a lunchbox, but I actually have a fancy lunchbox. Everyone thinks it's a purse. They're like, "Oh my gosh, what a cute purse you have!"
I need to see this. You need to like show me.
I'll post the link on Amazon.
Okay, yeah, or I can like clip it up right here so they can.
And we have a fridge at my school, so I carry my lunchbox and I have a big backpack.
Okay, so someone said also how to stand out in law school to teachers, employers, etc. Things aside just getting good grades. How to balance okay, let's take it one at a time. So how to stand out in law school to like your professors, I'm assuming. Honestly, in my opinion, in my perspective, and it's great that we're from two different schools so you can get a better perspective. Like just be yourself, just like go up and chat. Like they're normal people. You're gonna think that like because everyone's like it's law school cold call, they're all insane, but like they're just normal people, right? You know, just go up and chat. Like, hey, my name's blah blah blah, nice to meet you, just want to introduce myself. Yeah. I
do think authenticity is the biggest part.
Yeah.
A lot of professors, even a lot of people generally can tell when someone's not being authentic and not being their real selves.
Oh, yeah.
So I think being comfortable with who you are. I'm generally very quiet in class. I don't think I speak much a lot. Just because I don't want to talk. Yeah. But I do have maybe about 3 solid professors that are really great and have offered me letters of recs. I do go to office hours for some classes.
That's a great thing to do.
Just because if I really don't understand something, a lot of professors do want you to go, and they see I do try. Yeah. I had my criminal law professor. He actually offered to write me a letter of recommendation. Oh, he doesn't even know my name. He doesn't know any of our names, but he knows me and knows I show up to his office hours.
You care
all the time. Yes.
Yeah, just show that you care.
But he doesn't even know what my name is.
Yeah, it would be like that though.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of us that they have to like interact with and like account. Right. For. They also said how to balance family life and school. Oh, girl. It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard.
And everyone's different,
right?
You know, but
right. I think for me, like, I am the type of person that I have to give something my all or nothing at all. So, like, I wasn't going to be able to do, like, okay, I'm going to do 80% school, 20% life. Like, no, it was all school. I was there Monday through Sunday, 1 year. 2 year, I was not there Monday through Sunday. But Monday through Sunday, like, 9 to, like, 4, 9 to 5. And then after school, I would stay studying with my, like, friends or by myself. Like, it was more than a full-time job. So I would say that what I did to make sure I had balance is on Fridays. Now we don't have Friday school. When we did have Friday school, it was 1 year. So on Fridays, after school was done, it would be like 2 or 3. I wouldn't do anything for school. Go home, eat, chill, watch a movie, hang out with my friends, maybe like go to the bar or something. But so Friday night was like no school night. Everything.
So you take Friday evenings off?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Really?
Yes. That's my friends know Friday evening is my time. Yeah. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
I pick up food and I
chill.
Sit on my couch.
Yeah. Vibe. Yeah. So same advice I guess you would give, right?
Yes. It's hard. For me, my mom and I are really close. We're best friends.
Me too.
And so I think that relationship did take a little bit of a toll because we don't really it's more of a check-in. Our phone calls check-in. Hi, bye. I just got out of class and I'm tired. I kind of don't feel like talking. Yeah. And if I do feel like talking, it was generally towards my friends who are going through the same thing with me. Yeah. Most of the time.
Who kind of understand what to talk about.
Right. And what you're going through.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just tired. I'm also in a relationship and...
Oh, see, that's different. I didn't have a relationship, so I didn't have to balance that.
Right. I came in with the relationship, but he's really great. He has been here this entire time throughout this process, so he understood she's tired. And we would just honestly just sit on the phone while I'm studying, not even say anything.
Love that.
But with my mom... Right. With my mom, I had to learn that I can't just fully neglect that relationship. Right. And you can't... You are a person... You are a family member, a sister, a brother.
Yep.
You're still all... You're still all these things to other people
in addition to being,
and that's still really important for your mental health and your well-being. And so what I started to do was on Sundays I told my mom we can talk on Sundays, just have our chat or have our 30-minute gossip, talk about everybody, talk about the family, what's going on. And I do think that actually helped bring our relationship back because she was she missed me a lot too. And you know, she understands though. Yeah. It helps when your family does understand, but it doesn't make it easier for those who are so used to you being around and you always being this happy person.
Yeah.
Like I'm just tired.
Soul sucked out of you a little bit.
I'm tired. I just want to be on my couch and not talk.
That's so real though. I honestly, another word of advice is like to make sure you have that talk with them because
especially if they don't know what you're about to go through, because some families don't understand.
Like my family, they were really good about being supportive.
That's
and like
good.
Really was just like, just tell me how to be here for you,
right?
You know, just what do you need, how do you want me to do it? It's not like I didn't see my parents, which is insane because I see my parents all the time, but even though they live 3 hours away, like I still see them as much as I can. I love them.
That's so good.
I like want to be around them all the time. They're probably like sick of me, but I'm like I love y'all. Like y'all are my best friends.
So like we thought she would stop coming home as much.
But here she is. No, but so 1 year, I mean even in 2 year, I didn't see them. Like 1 year, I saw them for Christmas. They came and visited once, maybe. But it was kind of like, is it okay if we come? Like I don't know if it'll mess you up, and it did. But I needed it. I went Christmas and Thanksgiving, and then the next time I saw them a little bit of spring break, and then not until the summer.
Okay.
So it was like.
You go months. Insane. Your first year. I didn't see my mom until Christmas. Any of my family, I didn't see him until Christmas.
And like, I don't think like for someone who maybe isn't as close to their family, like that's probably normal for them. But for me, like that is so abnormal that I was like, this is not okay. I need them in my life, right? Like, you know. So
it was hard.
Yeah.
You know, I come from I love my family. I come from a great family.
Me too.
So
me too.
My brother,
they're my rocks.
Had a baby, the first baby.
No.
Yes.
During law school?
No. Well, yeah. This like his wife was pregnant. They had the baby shower in October. I'm in school. I can't come.
No. Oh my God.
So it was a lot. I felt really left
sacrifice.
Out. Yes, I felt really, really left out. But thankfully,
I'm sorry. That sucks.
No, yeah, I know, but. Everyone actually did a really good job making me feel better. Because my brother, he went through something similar to what I'm going through. He was in medical school, so he's
no way. Yes. Is he a doctor?
Yes.
Oh dang! How many siblings do you have?
Oh, yeah, it's just him and I.
Dang, yes. Doctor and lawyer.
Yes,
period.
Raised by a single mother.
I know that's right.
It's a little flex, but everyone's really supportive. Yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. But
congratulations to your family.
Thank you. And they had a baby over Christmas break. Thankfully, I was there.
Okay, but good. I was
gonna ask. You just feel kind of left out.
Yeah, no, I get it. So for
but
me,
it gets easier. Yeah, kind of.
So for me, my brother, I think 1 year was his senior year. No, 2 year, was his senior year. And so he was in football, and so my brother, he's my baby brother. So he's
and in Corpus, it's huge because the smaller town, like football's a big thing. Yes, homecoming.
Yeah,
that's what I loved about the South in Texas.
Yes,
is how big everything is over there.
We go hard for everything. Yes. You have to come down for TSU's homecoming. You should come. Yeah.
When is it? It's October maybe, right?
Something like that.
But back to Corpus.
Maybe 3 years.
Yes,
anyway,
but that's hard to miss that.
Yeah.
He's younger.
Right? Yeah. He's 18. He just graduated.
Oh, okay.
But so I didn't get to I went to one scrimmage because it was like in the summertime.
And like it's a senior year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I couldn't go. And like honestly, like I'm sure you can relate. Like for me, like I feel awful about it. And like they understood. My brother didn't really understand because he's not there yet. You know, he doesn't get it. Like he doesn't understand that sacrifice you have to make for this kind of thing. But so like if you're going through that right now, if you're in your 1 year and you can't go home, just know like it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better because you're gonna be a 2L, so you're gonna have to make some sacrifices soon. But like it'll ease up and you'll be able to see your people more often. It's just everybody goes through it.
Right.
You gotta get through that time where it's all about you and all about school, and that's okay.
And it's also okay if your family doesn't understand. I know it's hard, but you know, you just need to know that this is normal. Yeah. For most people, for most students going through this process, that's normal. You're here, and it's only 3-4 years, depending if you're part-time or full-time. Yep. This is only temporary, and you'll be able to spend time with your family once you're done.
Yep.
Once you're graduated, you'll be able to see them.
Yeah, after the bar. Yeah, no, and yeah, it's so hard, but you guys will make it. You'll be fine. You'll
and find your people at school. Yeah, for sure. My girls made my entire process so much easier than if I didn't have friends. Yeah. So I'm really glad I found my people and my girls out there.
I love my friends bad. I love like my girlfriends, and then I made like really good guy friends. Like I would shout them out, but I don't want to like shout them out and then miss one. And
right.
One of them. Be
I thought about that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I decided I'm not going to say
just the girls.
The girls. You know who you are.
If you know, you know. Shout out the team.
My Southern girlies.
Okay, so they also said how early to start studying for a test, how to study, and advice for like research. Like just advice, like school advice, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So honestly, this is very, very to each their own. I would say. Like for me, I think I'm gonna make a video, like a separate video, just like about how I study, so that maybe somebody could benefit from it. But I just put everything on a whiteboard. So that's how I would study. Like everybody knows I like crazy about expo markers because I have so many. Like I get them as gifts. Oh, you know, like that's how I.
That's
study.
A great gift.
Yeah,
somebody.
Literally,
I would like to get
especially
that.
A law student.
Yeah.
Like especially me as a law student, because like we in our
I'll take pens also.
Yeah,
pens.
Lawyers and pens is like a.
I'll take some good pens.
They're so good. But okay, so at our school we have like rooms, and they're called it's called commons, and it is just like a room, and it's all whiteboards. So I would go in there and I would just fill up the whole wall with whatever subject I was working on and write it and rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it, and then from there I would take that knowledge and put it into like multiple choice questions or essay, however you do it. But that's how I would do. How would you study?
So you do have to figure that out on your own. Yeah, I realize
that's the painful part.
Right, I'm an auditory learner.
Okay.
I'm also a visual learner. I took a test because I need to figure out how it is I learn.
Yeah.
So I talk a lot to myself. I have to read things out loud to hear it. I have to see videos, but it's kind of different for each class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
And also every person's different. The interns I work with, some of them don't study until it's finals time, so they're cramming and they're okay with that, which is fine. Yeah. Me, I don't. I'm already stressed. I'm already stressed out, so I don't want to cram and do all of that. Yeah. So my second semester of my first year was a lot smoother. Even during finals, I was maybe staying up till 1 a.m. midnight, and that was it because I already did the work prior.
Nice.
But for things to retain in my head, I do write them down. Yeah, I write them down constantly. Like for torts, learning the elements and learning those rules.
Write it.
I continuously write it over and over again until I can remember it and just write it on my own without stopping.
Yep. Yeah, that's really good advice. But it is to each their own. That is the one thing I think.
And you'll learn once you're there.
Oh yeah,
I know it sounds
by brute force.
Right, you'll learn. You'll be forced to learn on your own, and you'll figure it out. Yeah. I know that's not really the best advice,
but you'll see.
But I went in just not knowing even what to do. But
yeah, I went in not knowing what torts was.
Yeah,
I was like,
I didn't know what torts was.
I was like, what is that? And they were like, you need the book, and I was like, I need the book. So I got the torts book.
Some people read. There's also videos on almost every single topic.
Oh yeah,
that teach you. But I wouldn't also wait until 2 weeks before finals to start studying.
And the reason I say that, like your friends, like I admire them for that, because that is like the next level brain power. Like I can't do that. It won't stick in my brain. But the reason I don't recommend to do that is like 1L subjects are so important because they're on the bar. And if you can get them in your long-term memory and you can like really learn the hell out of them, your bar prep and like later on when you're trying to review everything won't be so bad.
That's good advice.
That's good. Yeah, because when you're cramming, like right now, like I'm starting to baby step bar prep because it's coming. It's in a year now.
Do things like, important increments. I think that's really important.
And it's like more important than you think. Than it's just like no, this is like bar stuff. This is the serious stuff that you got to know. So like don't think it's like, oh, like some history class. Like no, it's law school. You know, you got to put it in there. You got to put it in your brain.
And I would say like this semester finals are maybe the first or second week in December. I will start studying maybe the end of September. Yeah, like the last week of September, baby studying. Yeah, and kind of filling out my outlines throughout the semester a little bit, just putting little topics, but for sure, hard baby studying the last week of September.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Put yourself a little timeline. Stick to it.
Just because that works for me, though. I don't like to be stressed out.
Yeah.
When it comes to finals, I need sleep. When it comes to finals,
sleep. Best advice: sleep. Okay. Someone said this is so silly, but what do you wear to law school? Is it always business attire?
Oh, I love this.
Me too, because I was curious too. Okay. Before I went out here. No, I never wear a suit. So my school does workwear Wednesday, and
that's cool.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
So I was so annoyed because like, yes, sometimes people do it, but majority of the time nobody does. And so I was like, work for Wednesday, like I'm gonna get dressed up, I'm gonna go, and then I go and I'm like, oh my god, like why am I in a suit? And there's everybody's in like slacks, and not slacks, in like yoga pants, you know. So it's super casual, super chill. Go like if you're gonna be studying all day, because you are, you know. If you want to dress up cute, I always like 1 year I was like made it a point to get dressed up and do my makeup every day. It ruined my skin, but it got me through 1 year, so whatever. But it was mostly casual for me. Sometimes there was like events at school that you'd have to like dress up for, but I mean, other than that, it's casual, cute, whatever you want to wear. Yeah,
I'm a firm believer in if you look good, you feel good, especially if you're having a bad day. So I think my first semester I was wearing business casual almost every day except Fridays. Yeah, so Fridays I would dress a little bit more casual, and our school was really our chancellor would tell us.
This is so cool. Okay.
So our chancellor had told us that, you know, you never know who's going to be on campus. We always have people coming, so look nice. They wanted us to look nice, but so many people dressed in sweatpants. The second semester, I was wearing a lot of sweatpants. Yeah, but I made a point of my hair was always done. At the minimum, but
my grandma was
even like a slick bun. Yes, but you know, I would say dress up first, maybe the first week. See what the vibe is like. I kind of understand, see what everyone else is wearing, maybe. Yeah. Honestly, dress yourself.
Just be yourself.
Dress yourself, yes.
Our advice
be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself and do what makes you happy at the end of the day and what's good for your mental health. Okay? Because I started wearing all my vintage wear the second semester because I wouldn't wear any of that at first. And I started popping out here and there with my clothes.
That's so funny,
just because, you know, I'm here. Yeah. Or I made it.
Hey. Yeah.
I'm not dressing up anymore.
No, literally. So best practices for books, bookstore, Facebook. Do we really need to buy all of them, or is rental good? So I have a controversial opinion. So for books, my friends will tell you that I never ever bought a book. Not like, actually 1 year I bought them all used. I never bought a book. I somehow finessed my way to get into PDFs of everything somehow. Like,
can you share that when we're done?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
PDFs of everything. And like, my school is really big on community. So anytime one person got a PDF, the whole school got it.
That's so good.
Yeah. We had like one drive that we would pass around, especially to the 1Ls. So I'll put it in, with like in the chats and stuff. Not chats, on the posts for the ladies-in-law, but yeah, so I was big on PDFs because for me, like, I don't have money to be spending on books. I just don't. And if I was going to buy a book, it was going to be the online version if it was cheaper. Even then, like, there's like a little hack with West Academic that I probably can't tell like on the internet because it's like, you know, but I can show you.
Okay.
But yeah, so ask your upperclassmen what they did and do what they did because they're going to save money no matter what. But don't buy books, in my opinion. If you're going to rent them, that's cool. Think about like case books are like mostly for learning, not for like in my head I was thinking, what if I need this for the bar? You're not going to need a case book for the bar. You're not,
because you'll get your own bar prep materials, right? And then like case law is like, I don't know, it's just different studying, in my opinion. So I would say don't buy the book. Wait until you get to your school when you get the syllabus to buy the book. Ask your upperclassmen, what did you do? But don't like be quick to like spend the money that you barely have on a book that you might not use. Right.
That's my controversial opinion. Okay.
Well, so my school actually buys our books.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm super jealous.
However, we just received an email last month saying that they are no longer supplying our books, and I believe it's built into our tuition, but you know, they kind of just buy them for us. Yeah. But so they're no longer doing that. Wow. Yeah. So now we have to actually go to the publisher and purchase the books. Oh my God. Yes. And I'm terrified.
Yeah. I'll show you my hacks.
Because I need the actual book. Anytime that I can spend not looking at a screen, I do that because I kind of get sick. I will get sick sometimes. So looking at an actual book actually makes me feel better. I retain the information a little bit more. But my friends and I did say, since we're all taking the same classes, each one of us will buy a book and just share it with.
Oh, nice.
With each other.
That's smart. You guys can do that as well. That's smart. But there's different ways. Even if you do the online version or like the PDF, you can print it out. Yeah. There's ways to go around it. But I got you. Perfect. If I got books. I have a lot of books in the pipeline somewhere. Ooh, can you talk about imposter syndrome? I would love to. So I have honestly, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I still have imposter syndrome now. Like, so for people who don't know what imposter syndrome is, it's like when you feel like you're an imposter somewhere that you actually belong. So, like, for example, law school. Like, for me, I'm a first gen. We're first gen, right? So, like, I didn't know any lawyers. My family, there's no one, like, who in my family who could tell me, like, hey, like, this is how law school is. So I felt like an outsider. Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, y'all let me in here. Like, why did y'all do that? Right. Like, it's a joke, right? Like, y'all are gonna tell me I gotta go home or something. The way I got through imposter syndrome, or the way I get through it, because it's an active thing, it's just like, no, like, think about all of the work you had to put in to get here. All of the nights I spent studying, all the days I spent studying, all of the time I put into LSAT, the money, all of what I put into this to get out, and that gets me through it, because I'm like, never mind, this is my place, you know, this is where I belong. And then also I feel like lately I've been doing this. So I watch a YouTuber and a TikToker. Her name is Drew Afawalo. Do you know who that is? So she's like really big on women power and just like a girl's girl through and through. And so she's been really influential in how I feel about myself as a woman. And because I didn't realize it until I started watching her, but I like had imposter syndrome as a woman, which is insane because I've always been so strong and like fierce and stuff. But it's like, no. I'm a woman, and no matter what traits that brings along with me as a person, as a woman, like, I am capable, you know, like, I'm capable just as much as anybody else here.
1000%.
Yeah. So I think just for me, I've always had to been gentle with myself with imposter syndrome, because I like to be gentle with myself in general. Just gentle reminders like, hey, you're doing good, it's gonna be okay, everything's just talking to yourself. Like, that's the best way I got through imposter syndrome, but it's real and it happens. Yeah. And what about you?
I agree with everything that you said, 1000%. And I think also, to add on to that, do not compare yourself to other people. Yeah. Don't compare yourself to the ones who are participating more in class. I would not. Just because everyone has their own journey. And I'm pretty sure even still, the people who are participating in class, sometimes they do have imposter syndrome. Also, you're not the only one. Yeah. A lot of people go through that. Even the smartest students who are attending law school go through that. And focus on yourself, know who you are, and just don't compare yourself to anyone else, because that you're on your own journey, and be nice to yourself. Also, I think we are all victims to talking down on ourselves. Maybe not victims, I don't think that's the word, but you know, we're all guilty of talking down on ourselves and maybe not being the nicest to ourselves. And I think I would never talk like this to a friend. Oh, never. So I shouldn't talk like that to myself. Right. And I'm my greatest ally, you know, like, I'm like the best friend that I could have. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah. You're like, I'm getting that tattooed.
That's so here. Good. I'm gonna remember that. Honestly, I'm gonna remember that. But you're right. So everyone gets imposter syndrome. You're not alone.
It's normal. It's very normal.
And just like you said, remember all the hard work that you put to getting to where you're at.
This one's so funny. How to get a 4.0 in law school. Babe, you came to the wrong podcast. I'm so sorry. I don't know how.
I do not have a 4.0.
I couldn't tell you how to do it.
I have decent. I do have good grades, but I don't have a 4.0.
I don't know. Put in work.
I'm proud of everyone who does, though. Right. Big props. But and also your first year, you're competing with everybody else. So
you're our 2.0 year as well. We still on a curve.
You're still on the curve.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, we're not on the curve anymore. The 2.0 year. Wow. Thank goodness. That also helped. That could help.
Oh yeah.
Or hurt you.
Definitely helps.
So,
in my opinion,
I think it helped me for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
All you gotta do is.
I think it's actually going to be a little bit more scary not being on the curve. Actually.
Yeah. Well, you can come back and we can talk about it. After your 2.0 year. But so how do I'm gonna this is the advice that I'm gonna give you. If you don't go to 4.0, it's perfectly fine.
That's fine.
You are just as capable and just as smart, especially if you're on a curve. So I was talking to somebody about this, like, just because you're on a curve, that doesn't mean that, I mean, just because you get a C, that doesn't mean you earned a C, right? So that just means other people got slightly better than you, slightly, like, maybe a percentage better than you.
You could have probably got an 86. Yeah. And that's a solid B.
Yeah.
But you know, some people just not
slightly got better. Yeah. And it's like coming down to like a question grade. Or like a point in an essay somewhere. So like, don't think that you aren't smart if you come out with C's. Shoot, even sometimes D's. So like evidence, like when you take evidence is, well, you're not on a curve anymore.
I take evidence this semester.
Yeah, you're not on a curve anymore. So evidence, like the evidence curve is insane. At least it was for me. I took like the hardest professor. And so like all of the top of the curve was in that class. And so like the curve was just insane. Right. You know, everybody's going to walk out of that class knowing evidence, but maybe not everybody walked out of the class with a good grade, you know? But that's just the name of the game. So what do you do for self-care in law school? So we talked about this a bit earlier. Like on Fridays, we chill.
Very important.
I like to, 1 year I like to put on makeup. 2 year I actually stopped wearing makeup as a form of self-care, which is so weird. That's cool. It's so weird because like my skin got so bad, and I think it was like hormones and my stress levels. It was the makeup, everything. And so I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna like stop wearing makeup and like do like a little bit more like light glam every day. And as a form of just like appreciating myself a little bit differently than I did before, you know, like
you just take care of yourself so well. Like thanks. You're your biggest ally. Yeah. You just, I don't know.
It's important.
I think that's great. I think that's so cool.
Because if I'm at, like, for me, like, if I go to war with someone, I'm going to win. And so if I go to war with myself, like, how does that work? You know what I mean? Who wins? You know?
You are just spitting facts.
Like, write that down.
I'm going to rewatch this whenever I need that boost. I'm going to watch this podcast.
For me, it looks different for everyone. The form of self-care, like for me, the first year was like, make sure I get up every day early, 2 hours early, so I can get dressed, put my makeup on, do my hair. And which is dumb because I live 2 minutes away from my school, but everyone is always like, how early do you have to wake up? And I'm like, actually not that early because I live like a minute away. But it was important for me. Second year of law school, for me, something that was important was making sure I was eating good. So like when I say eating good, I mean like eating a little healthier. So I would like meal prep, or like I would when I say meal prep, I'm not meal prepping like healthy stuff all the time, but it was like sometimes mac and cheese, you know, like stuff that it's just something that would nourish my body. Drinking water. I know it sounds basic, but like you forget to eat. You forget. And you get to drink water. So at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't feel good. And it's like, have you eaten? Have you drinking water? No.
I dropped almost 15 pounds after just my first semester.
Yeah, me too.
And you know, I came home. Everyone said, "Oh my gosh, you look so great." No, I think I was just unhealthy.
Yeah, me too. Like I remember my aunt came up to me. She's like, "Is everything okay?"
No one else knew that. Everyone thought I looked great. I'm like,
yeah, okay. everybody but her. Thanks. She knows me. Yeah,
my best friend, she was concerned. She knew me.
Yeah,
but self-care. Take some days off. You're fine. It's really not
weekend off.
Take that Friday evening off. Yeah. And take Sunday evening off for sure.
Yeah.
Like, don't study 7 days a week. Yeah. I wish I would have learned that my first semester. Eat. Feel your body. Eat snacks.
Yes.
Don't come home, eat dinner at 4 o'clock and not eat the rest of the night. Eat snacks. Yeah. Drink your water. Take those days off. You're going to be fine.
It's going to be all right.
And I promise you can always reach out. Not just saying it. I'm all for trying to give back and figure out how to make someone feel a little bit better about this process.
Yeah, I'm like my DMs are always open, especially like to everybody. But I feel that it's important to like say this, like especially to a woman. Like we have to stick together. You know what I mean?
1000%.
This is a male dominated industry, and that's just what it is. Like until we can dominate equally, this is just what it is, and we got to stick together.
And I do believe in being nice to everybody, because you're going to end up working with each other throughout in the long run. You're going to run into your classmates who are judges. You're going to need something from somebody one day. And so just having these good relationships and being nice to everybody and just being there for people.
Yeah.
I sat next to this one guy. We were just only kind of talking class, and then all of a sudden he wasn't in class for maybe 3 days, and I had his number and reached out to him, and he was actually going through some mental stuff, and I told him you should go to counseling, because I went to a counselor. Your school may have some counselors also.
T-Lab, something like that. We have T-Lab.
And I reached out, gave him all that information, and he really appreciated even that. So just, even if you don't talk to somebody, just reach out and be there for each other. Yeah. It's really important just to be...
You never know.
And support one another for sure.
So you're into vintage clothing. So tell me about that. I don't know anything about it.
So I'm from Austin. I just like going thrifting. I know some people probably do that, but like this is a thrifted shirt. I think it's actually my boyfriend's. He's actually a lot better at this skill.
Really?
Yeah,
he has a skill.
Yeah. He has a good eye, and so I actually steal a lot of his stuff. But I just like going and finding unique. Maybe they're not always unique. Just cool t-shirts that I'm not really always seeing at the store. I don't know. I found one Southern t-shirt also, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, and I found the vintage LSU shirt.
Cool.
And just I haven't gotten into the furniture yet, but I think it's just fun. Maybe I just like shopping.
Oh, I love shopping. I love shopping.
I like going to the stores.
Yeah. Like, I'll go to Dollar Tree. Like, I don't care. I just like to shop. I like to look at things and be like, what would I do with that? And where would I put it in my house? And even if I don't buy it. Have you seen those TikToks? Are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Have you seen those TikToks where they're like, they're at the store and they're like, this is amazing.
But sit down.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Oh my gosh. When this looks so cute in my house.
That's me. That's me.
I'll take photos of it sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And just move on with my life. Yeah, I love to shop. That's another form of self-care. I remember like, because I love Dollar Tree even if I don't have
Goodwill.
money.
Goodwill has some good finds too. For really inexpensive finds also.
Ross. I love Walmart. I love school supply shopping. That's something I like to do. School supply shopping.
Southern's great. I think it's really sad because a lot of people don't speak highly of Southern University.
Yeah, they don't talk about Thurgood either. Thurgood well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but going to Southern and like all I heard were negative comments about Southern. So actually attending Southern, I fell in love with a lot of my professors. I think we have great quality professors. Yeah. They're great. They don't get recognized enough. Yeah. I don't believe my school gets recognized enough. And that, like, also being HBCUs don't get recognized enough.
That's on purpose. That's racism.
I think it really sucks. And so it's just the simple fact that just because I go to Southern, we have to work even harder than everyone else. And I don't think that's right whenever we have smart people who go there. Like, and our professors are intelligent. And so many people come out from Southern are so successful, and yet why are we still not being recognized enough for being a great school? Yeah,
to be honest, and
it gets me like so upset.
No, me too. No, I think I could really relate because for me, like, I love Thurgood bad. Like, I'm wearing a Thurgood shirt. Like, I love Thurgood, and it's given me so much. It changed my life. It took a chance on me, giving me a spot in the school, and I love it, and it's crazy, and I will always I don't usually like to prove people wrong. People at home are gonna laugh at me for that because they're like, yes you do, but I really don't. I don't care to be like, actually that's not right. I don't care. But if someone brings up my school and if they're like, oh no, I will shut that down quickly. Don't do it in front of me at least, because that's I don't know, the fact that it's an HBCU, the fact that Southern's an HBCU, and that these are the schools that people are talking down on is okay, we know what you're doing. You know, it's racism. It's majority minorities at the school. So what are you really trying to say? We have been trying to film this podcast episode forever.
Oh my god,
forever.
For 2 months we've been trying to film,
and so everything has been getting in our way. Today we're doing it today. Today I wake up, power's off, and I'm like, okay, power's off in the half of my apartment. And I'm like, okay. And right now, I think the power just came back on because the whatever just happened, and we're like, oh my god, power!
I'm like, that's fine if the power's off. She's like, I have fans, and
we're gonna make it happen.
I'm going today.
Yeah, we need to get it done. I was like, we could do it at my school. We're getting this done. But I'm so glad you came. Thank you. I think I'm so happy. I had so much fun today.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
we did.
I had so much fun.
I had a good time.
But yeah, so I will plug in your Instagram.
Okay,
and I will whatever else you want to plug in, your TikTok or anything, but you guys reach out to Samantha, please. I promise. And
you're not alone. Yes. I got you.
Build your network.
You just want to complain. I got you.
Yeah. Well, DMs are always open to talk basketball law school, even though I love law school.
But and I'll be here in Houston in 2 years. So
yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll be friends. We already are friends.
Yes, we are.
I'm we'll be friends in 2 years. It's all weird. It's loading. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
I will see you guys next week. Bye. Ones who come out and it just shines super hard. So underestimate me. Oh, power's back on. Yay! That's so funny. I'm scared. I'm including that in the podcast.